Today we're going to talk about some tips for using your built-in Chromebook camera for taking pictures of assignments for any class. So to begin, if you can't find your Chromebook camera, go to the bottom left-hand corner to the apps launcher and search the word camera. Your camera will appear in an icon when you click on it. Then it will appear in full screen. So let's say, for example, that this is my geometry homework. Okay? Couple of common sense things to think about. Number one, unlike homework that you would turn in on paper in the past, remember that you're going to be taking a picture of this for your teacher to view and to grade. And if they can't view it, then they can't grade it. If they can't read it, then they can't grade it. So you may consider writing a little bit bigger. Maybe if it's an entire page of work, you might consider taking two photos, one of the top and one of the bottom, and submitting both of those photos in Google Classroom. In any case, once you take the picture, it will be saved to your camera in the library as well as to your files. So I'm going to begin with my homework here, and I again have a nice bright lighting in order to take this picture. So my background is nice bright, I'm not in the dark, and I've written in a dark mode where it can be seen. So if you're writing in pencil, make sure that it's not so light that it can't be seen. Now, I do want to flip this, so I'm going to use the option to mirror it and flip it around so that it is showing in the right form where my teacher can read it. Okay, everything is on the page, and now I'm ready to take my photo. Okay, once you've taken your photo, it will appear in the bottom right-hand corner right here. And if you click on it, you'll be able to see all the photos that you have taken along the way. You can come right up here in the upper left-hand corner and change the name of it. So maybe this is geometry homework. And it is for September 17th, okay? Naming it is a great idea because once it's in your files, if it is just given a random image name, it's going to be much harder to find, okay? So now that I have taken this photo, there are a few editing options that you can use in your camera app to make it a little bit easier for your teacher to grade and to see. And those are all found right here under this little pencil icon, okay? So a couple of things that I would suggest that you use in order to make your picture a little bit better before you submit that are the following. All right, so a couple of options. The first one is the cropping option. Notice you have several options here for sizes depending on what fits and what works the best with whatever it is that you're working with. I'm going to choose this 1:1 crop option so that I can zoom in just on the work that I want the teacher to be able to read, okay? And again, making sure that you're not cutting off anything that is essential for them to read, okay? And make sure that you click Done when you are through with your cropping, okay? All right, there's another option here to change the brightness. So maybe if you think it's not quite as bright as it needs to be, you can adjust the brightness of the photo. And you can also adjust the contrast to make it the most readable for your teacher, okay? And again, when you're finished with that, click Done, okay? So now I have an image of my homework that is bright enough. It zooms in just on the area that I want my teacher to be able to grade. I've cropped it very nicely, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to click Exit. And again, I have it saved as Geometry Homework 9.17 for September 17th, okay? Reminder again that if you want to find that assignment, you're going to go to the Files app on your phone, on your Chromebook rather. So click on the launcher again, and you can type in Files. These are all things, guys, that you also could pin down here to your the tray in the bottom of your Chromebook if you would like to. In order to pin something, you just simply, while it's open, you just left click on it and you choose the option Pin, and then it will always be there. So for my camera, I already have that pinned. I could unpin it or pin it when it is open. Okay, so I'm going to go to my downloads, and there it is right there, geometry homework. So if you are going into Classroom and you're looking for that file in order to submit that, to turn it in, it will be located in your files, usually in the downloads area. If you want to store it in your Google Drive for access later, you can simply grab that image and drag it over to your Google Drive until you see the green plus arrow. You can put it in your drive in general, or you could drag it to a specific folder if you wanted to, okay? And once you let that go, then it will be stored there in your Google Drive. I hope that has made sense and can help you when you are taking photos of your assignment with your camera built into your Chromebook.